It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Aaron Jones. He was outstanding last week, racking up a ton of yards and touchdowns. It's the Packers and the Lions on Thursday night.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone, and he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. So here the new look Packers set to go to work, and at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
And they got the win, so I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
Now a throw here, hold in. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The numbers for Jones last week, just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total scary. Yeah, they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing. Love. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. A short throw to Musgrave. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now this defense for the Lions, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Jones. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Love looking to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The Lions hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And look at this Packers defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Now it's gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 25-yard line. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. No score after one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Goff going to shift him around. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with a fullback. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run with Gibbs. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Now gone. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On 3rd down, Love. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Here's Williams to return. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
Now a 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap for Goff. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 1st down Lions on a pickup of 13. Goff now looks to throw. That's again complete to Palmer. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. Montgomery will take this one in. It's a Lions touchdown. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime. Love now to pass on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First down, going to the air with Love. Caught on the right side, Reed. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 33. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And this one is right through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just 1 snap of the football. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games coming up this weekend. One being the kickoff to the International Series. The Falcons and Jaguars over in Wembley at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Good games in the late afternoon as well. One being out in Santa Clara, where it'll be the 49ers taking on the Arizona Cardinals. And one more to highlight, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. In that first half, it was David Montgomery who proved to be tough to stop. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters. These two teams
Coach,
going through their final adjustments. It's about time for the second half in Green Bay. So for the call, we go back up to Lambeau and Brandon Guy.
With a fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. So here are the Lions to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And he'll be out right at the 35. 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Goff's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Goff now looking to throw. That's complete to Palmer. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Clark, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
The passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 31 yards there and a first down.
Come on, set. That's good for a Green Bay Packer. First and 10 at the 40.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. A little juke, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Black swap, check white, yellow, line, Smith red.
Here's Love. To the left side, there's the tight end Musgrave. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Love now. On the out route, Dobbs brings it in. And it'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. On play action, Love to throw. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit. We decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. Love throwing for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Lions offense set to take over. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 and 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, That would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Lions first down.
Here's Goff. And he rifles one incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
41 yards rushing for him now in the goal again. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now Goff on first down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
On second down, Montgomery. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. To throw is Goff. Eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Goes out left, it's caught by Williams. And that's a touchdown, but hold on, there is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about.
Pass interference. Offense.
Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right?
Still 3rd down.
Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Patterson's kick is good, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try to do it again.
65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Check white, yellow, line, Smith red.
Again, it's Jones. Dances by him. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Love looking to throw it. Open man is Musgrave, the tight end. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing. Love. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Open man left side, it's the tight end DeGuara. Now 2nd and 4.
Blue check.
Love. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Love looking to throw it. And it is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Jones. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Come on.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
White. Ready?
Now Love. That's hauled in by Musgrave for a Packer touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Packers are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. So here's Goff and the Lions. Down 18-17. A minute 45 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Goff now to throw. That's caught at the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done? But they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Now it's gone. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
So the focus shifts back to the Packers offense, trailing by a touchdown. 1:09 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Switch. Yellow. Opposite. Green.
Here's Love. Watson making the catch. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Check white. Yellow. One.
Love looking to throw. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Here's Love. That one caught downfield by Watson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Blue check.
Love. Caught on the right side by Jones.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Here we go.
Now Love. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds
Yellow.
remaining.
Opposite. Green. Black one. Check white. Yellow. One.
He's back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. This is 1st and 10. Now Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Lions.
Here's 1st down. Goff. That's complete to Laporta. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Every eye in the stadium locked in on Riley Patterson. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And the Lions are going to win this game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise.